Namaskaram everyone. Shravantu Visve Amritasya Putra Aye Dhamani Divyani Tastu Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam Adityavarnam Tamasa Parasta Tume Vidityati Mrityum Meti Nanyam Pantha Vidyate Ayanayo. Namaskaram. It is amazing, you are seeing some of the kids here performing. It's not easy when you come on the stage and they are facing this and talking about something they are learning just now. Not easy at all. So my name is Raj. I'm going to take you a journey of Hinduism, connecting the dot of science and how to apply that knowledge in your daily life within next 10 to 13 minutes. So my name is Raj. Where am I this Raj? How many of you believe that where is this Raj in this body? So if I ask you, just look at me and dissect at my neck level, majority of you will say Raj is somewhere here, right? And if I say, okay, can you pinpoint further, you will say eye level and between these two. Majority of people will say Raj is somewhere here, which means Raj means the person who is making me alive and dead. What is interesting is there are a lot of doctors here. The doctors, the neuroscientists have explored millions of brain mapping here. They have done X-rays, ultrasound, MRIs, they could not find this Raj. So what they did, the science started its journey, they started looking, they said maybe it's not part of this body, maybe it's outside somewhere. So they started mapping this planet. Every inch of this planet they have mapped, they can't find any Raj there. So you know what they did? They sent probes to the galaxies, different stars. Billions of galaxies have been traced, but no sign of this Raj. That's where around 1920s a thought came to modern science saying, you know what, maybe this Raj is not there here. It's part of every tiny particle this body is made of. If the body is made of tiny particles, so let's dissect it. So physics started dissecting everything. So if I take this microphone, I dissect it in small pieces. If I take my body, I dissect it in small pieces. It comes down to 3 particles called electron, proton, neutron. By 1920s, 1930s, we had these discovered. But that's where they could not find this Raj in those tiny particles. They say it's not in the body, it's not out there, it's not in galaxy. So where is this Raj? The entire modern science came to a grinding halt. They were so confused. Where do you go from here? They don't know where do you go. So what they did from there on, they said, you know what, maybe the way we are looking at it may not be that's the right approach. So we need to look at it differently. So same day they came to know about something called Vedanta philosophy. Because the yogi from East called Swami Vivekananda already landed in the West in Chicago. He has advocated the knowledge of Veda. The same verse he was singing, the verse I was singing when I started my speech with Shravantu Visve Amritasya Putra. And what he says is Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam. He said to them, you don't need to worry, I am here to tell where this Raj inside your body. I have that knowledge. If you want to know, you need to come to me, you need to read my scriptures. They said, okay, maybe, let's follow these scriptures. So likes of Schrödinger, Heisenberg, Niels Bohr, the 3 people who we know modern science, who took the modern science from 1920 further on, they are the father of quantum mechanics and quantum physicists. They were the hardcore Vedantian, means they knew about Hindu scriptures and they started dissecting this electron further. Electron was dissected further, it's made of quark. And quark, they dissected further, it's made of single dimension strings. And what is a string? A string is pure energy and it vibrates. So what we are literally concluding right here, the scientists, what they concluded, my body, this microphone, these books, every one of you, this stage, this temple, everything is made of energy and that is nothing. So Heisenberg went little further and he gave this first law called Heisenberg's uncertainty law. Means the electron's position and momentum cannot be found same time. That is his principle of quantum mechanics. It took quantum mechanics another 40 to 50 years to realize this, which our Adi Guru Shankaracharya gave the first law of quantum physics, saying at 7th century, Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya Jiva Brahmeva Napara. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya Jiva Brahmeva Napara. What exactly Adi Guru Shankaracharya concluded? Same thing what Heisenberg concluded 1300 years later. And what was it? Very simple. Brahma Satyam, the only reality on this planet is consciousness on this universe. And that consciousness, entire universe is basically not real. And whatever is you call it Raj, that Raj is the pure consciousness. So you can imagine the modern scientists like Heisenberg, Schrödinger, Niels Bohr, the father of quantum mechanics, are turning to Vedas. So that means these Vedas, you all are sitting here, majority of you are Hindu and Sanatan Dharma follower. So your Dharma has become the lighthouse of the modern science. And what that is, it starts with many scriptures. So how many scriptures, if you call yourself Hindu, what that Hinduism mean? That Hinduism mean, it comes from the 10 million scriptures of Hinduism. 10 million. Modern science has only written 200 million unique books. Our sages and saints have written 10 million books by hand. Can you imagine that? Just by hand. So what these books are? So let me take you to this journey where, what are these books? So it starts with the first book called Rig Veda. 10,552 verses. 400 rishis have written it. Don't want to read it, no problem. They're very clever. They say read Yajur Veda, which is another book sitting there, 1975 mantras. Read another book called Sam Veda, 1875 mantras. If you don't want to read that, read Athar Veda, 5977 verses. So people say, you know what, Vedas is too much, you're talking about, it's like, this much book, who wants to read? Too much, give me some little thing. So basically you are essentially saying, I don't want orange, give me the juice, right? Just give me the juice, that's what you're interested in. Okay, what's the juice? Juice is like this. You don't want to read this whole chapter of Rig Veda, you say, you know what, there's a scholar like Akhilesh Misra, he summarized it for us. And he attached that one sheet just at the end. So what you call in Sanskrit, and Ant. What is this Veda? Vedant, Vedant Naam Upanishad Pramanam. So new text arrived in this planet called Upanishad, 108 of them. So 108 Upanishad, if you don't want to read Vedas, just read 108 Upanishad. You know what, people are not that easy to deal with these days. You say, they forgot Vedas, they forgot Upanishad. They were so clever. They said, look around this planet who walked the life. According to the Veda, they found Lord Rama. And they wrote his story called Ramayana. And Ramayana, 24,000 verses. Straight after that, this time is passing. 12,209 when Ramayana happened. Time is passing. Another couple of thousand years gone. People are corrupted. People are fighting for land and everything. So he said, you know what? Let's look at which family is doing really good work here. They found another family called Pandavas, following the Dharma, the Veda. Another book came in existence called Mahabharata. 100,000 verses. How big this epic is? If you take the Greek epic Iliad and Odyssey, join them together, multiplied by 8 times, that's your Mahabharata right there. People are not that easy again. Forgot Mahabharata, forgot Vedas, Upanishad, Rama and Mahabharata. They want something small. So they said, can you tell me same thing in story messages? They said, yeah. So story tradition of Hinduism evolved, and that's we call as Puran. Puran means story. 220 plus Purans have been written. That many. And how it is known to you? The largest Puran is called Skand Puran, 81,000 slokas. Take one chapter, Reva Khand. Out of that is Sri Satyanarayan Vrat Katha. So if you do Satyanarayan Vrat Katha, you are studying Veda. So our rishis were so great, right? And like that, Agamas, Tantras, Yoga, science-based, thousands and thousands of scriptures have been written by our Hindu sages. In total, 10 million. And you will say, you know what? Great knowledge, Rajbhai, you gave us really good thing. How do you apply this knowledge in daily life? They were so smart, our rishis were very smart. And how do you apply this knowledge in daily life? They say, you know what? Look at the person's journey all the way. The day somebody thinks about you to bring onto this planet, and the last day in this planet divided by 16. So 16 important days of the life called Solar Sanskar. They said every time celebrate every single important occasion of our life on coming on this planet. So how does it start? It starts with the first sanskar, which you just saw Shravan and Shrija here, called Garbhadhan. Someday, first day when somebody thinks you to bring on this planet, they say celebrate that day, number one. Second day, when the mother sees the first sign of baby coming, called Punsavan, celebrate Punsavan. If you after that, from the Punsavan sanskar to the 9th month of delivery, another sanskar we celebrate called Simanto Nayan. You celebrate that. If you don't want to, like you're taking the journey, first day baby arrives, celebrate Jat Karma. Give him the local name, the personal name. On 11th and 21st day, celebrate Namkaran Sanskar, another sanskar. From there on, the baby goes in a different kind of journey. And after that, we start Nistram. First day, you take baby out to showing sun and moon. You do Nistram Sanskar. After that, you take first day at 6 month age, he eats some food, we celebrate Annaprasan Sanskar. After that, baby is getting bigger now, 1 year passed, you need to cut his hair, Chuda Karm Sanskar. After that, first day ear piercing, Karnabhed Sanskar. Then baby is ready at 3 years of age, first day going to school. Celebrate Vidya Aram Sanskar. If you do that, baby is now getting bigger. Now he's no more baby. He's like 7, 8, 9 years. 7 to 9 year time frame. Give him the Vedic knowledge to follow that. Wear a sacred thread called Janeyu or Upnayan Sanskar. Once you have Upnayan Sanskar, first day the baby gets the beard, the boy gets the beard. When you're cutting his beard, Kesant Sanskar, you celebrate that Sanskar. After that, once his studies are now finished, so celebrate Samavartan Sanskar. These are the sanskar I am tracing from all the way up to the life. Now he is ready to get married. All of you got who married, Vivah Sanskar is celebrated. After Vivah, at some point you realize, I had enough with this life. I want to pursue a spiritual journey. You go into Vanapras Sanskar. And at some point in your life, when you are 60, 70 years old, you say, I am done with this entire life. I take sannyas sanskar, and someday the God comes, gives you enlightenment, and then you take Mahasamadhi, you celebrate Antyeshti sanskar or Dah sanskar. So these are the 16 ways. What you are doing these 16 days, you are referring to the knowledge of Vedic Dharma. So all I am asking you today, take 3 things from this event. 3 things I am asking you to follow. 1, celebrate every single Hindu festival. Holi, Diwali, Ugadi, Makar Sankranti, anything. Celebrate. If you miss this year, you will have excuse next year. If you celebrate this year, you will have a full, celebrating next year. First thing, celebrate every festival. Number 2, celebrate every solar sanskar. The day baby comes in your life, every time celebrate. Don't find an excuse, because there is science behind every one of them. And the third thing I am saying, in Ireland, we are lucky to have such a jewel sitting in our society. They are coming together with the help of our DHCCI. We are coming together to build this eYogi Gurukul, where this knowledge is going to be given out to all of you about these 2 things. So what's the science and Hinduism? What I lastly say, Akhilesh, why Hinduism? You will say, why Hinduism? Why do you need Hinduism today? I have read many doctrines, many philosophies. All I am saying you, Hinduism is the need of hour. Because Hinduism is the need of hour. Why? Because Hinduism is the only dharma out there which can talk rationality, which can talk logic, which can talk peace, justice, equality, and most important, when you are living away from your native country, integration and coexistence. Thank you so much. I welcome you all to the eYogi Gurukul event. Thank you so much.